Begin with breaking news out of Montgomery County. Right now, we know one person is dead in a carjacking not far from the search area for a man on the TBI's most wanted list. This follows a frantic weekend in the search for Kirby Wallace, a suspected murderer. Let's get right to Nick Barris, who's in the 5 Alert Center. Nick, the thinking right now is that he may be on foot, right?
That's exactly right. And again, authorities at this hour are saying Kirby Wallace continuing on what they call a violent rampage. Let's get right now to where the search is happening. We have live video from Sky 5. This is in an area along Cumberland City Road and Frankie Road, right there along the border of Montgomery County and Stewart County. They believe this situation has ended up at this point after a violent morning. The allegation here is that Kirby Wallace actually at one point, and we may have some video we can take you from earlier from another location not far from here, they believe he ended up at this location sometime this morning, pulled a gun on the homeowner, shot and killed him, and then stole his truck. Went a short distance. There may have been a chase at one point. That gray Ford F-350 with Tennessee tags was found abandoned not far from that location, and Wallace on foot as we speak, and you see the suspect right there in a heavily wooded area there right along the county borders between Montgomery and Stewart County. We know that, and we've got some different images of the suspect here to show what he looks like. We're told that he's believed to be wearing camouflage gear, likely something maybe he picked up as he's been on the run for the past several days. Now, as you know, a manhunt's been going on throughout the weekend. There you see the THP helicopter up there right now, along with Sky 5, monitoring again a heavily wooded area where this armed and dangerous suspect is believed to be on foot. They do not believe he has an accomplice. They think it's just him. But again, Chris, the situation here that's very fluid right now, where you have many people in this area very concerned. Over the past 48 hours or so, folks have been told with reverse 911 calls to lock their doors, report anything that appears suspicious. They had to take special precautions this morning for children taking the buses to school. And at this point, the TBI is confirming they believe the individual responsible for all of this indeed is Kirby Gene Wallace, though we don't have anyone saying they've had actual visual confirmation. But now we understand that he may have actually killed an individual at that location to steal his truck. Somehow he must have gotten out overnight from a location in Stewart County where they had a perimeter set up for about 5 miles, and he was able to get out in the dark, made his way, again he has a weapon, to get this vehicle and tried to get away, which he did not in the truck before crashing it. And Chris, again at this hour you see some of the authorities there on foot. They're going to be visiting all of the homes in that area, and then they're going to have to make their way through that wooded area looking for him.
Right, and Nick, take people back just a little bit. This is all connected to a very bizarre home invasion and homicide in Clarksville recently, right? Yeah,
it's Clarksville and Stewart County. What we think is that Wallace is linked to 3 violent home invasions, one dating back to May, okay? And then a couple of Sundays ago, the report is he followed an elderly couple home from church in Stewart County, ended up tying them up, all right, beating them, robbing them, and setting their home on fire. The woman in that case died. And then most recently, last Friday, another home invasion, similar MO, with a woman being tied up and left in her home in Montgomery County. All right, so at this point, we have a suspect, Chris, that's wanted for 2 homicides, all right, wanted for arson, wanted for violent home invasions, armed and dangerous at this hour as they're out there looking for him right now along the border between Montgomery and Stewart County. Sky 5's there. We have a crew on the way. We'll continue to follow this story, and I will update it continually on my Facebook page, Nick Barris NC5. So more to come on this story as it's happening as we speak.